Hello, welcome to Invictus Porsche. I have a Porsche 911 997 Generation 2. These were produced between 2008 and 2011. According to many people, they call the 997 Gen 2 the sweet spot of a modern classic 911, and they completely overlook the Generation 1. So for that reason, I will talk about a few differences between a Gen 1 and a Gen 2. Just the differences. Let's get to it. The engine has gone direct injection in the second generation 997, which has meant not just a new cylinder head, but a complete engine redesign with every significant component changed. The 3.6 litre engine, which is the base 997, gains an extra 18cc in cylinder capacity with fractional increases in bore and stroke compared to a Gen 1. The engine is mounted 10mm lower in the tail section. There's a revised suspension system, revised front bumper with a larger air intakes, headlamps with LED daytime running lights, and newly optional dual HID projectors. Revised rear bumper with a new LED tail light system. All-wheel models include a reflective stripe between the tail lights. Enlarged exterior mirrors, redesigned PCM system with touchscreen navigation and Bluetooth. And obviously the interior of the vehicle is given an uplift. In terms of how they drive, the 911s, they have their own awesome characteristics. You either love it or you hate it, and I've seen both the lovers and the haters of a 911. We specialize in these 911s, so I guess you can call me a lover of them. Otherwise, I would have picked something else to specialize in. Having just done a comparison video of a 911 997 versus a Mercedes C63, what I would say is that the 997 has hydraulic steering, and just going around this curve now, you've really got to steer and just sort of be involved and engage to drive one of these cars. Really don't expect some high-end braking system, because unfortunately that's not what you will get, because Porsches have always been known to not be up to date with technology as much as other manufacturers, such as Mercedes or BMW, because they are happy to take the risk on certain technologies and put them in their cars. Porsches, they like to wait around a little while just to see how things are working out, maybe. Or they would rather evolve their product over a very long time. As you can see, from around the 50s, and we're in 2021, and it's a car that still has round headlights in some way, form or shape. But this is a 911 at the end of the day. This is the car that we as children wanted. We had a poster of it on our bedroom wall. And it isn't just simply about the raw performance figures. It is also about the low center of gravity, how it drives. It's warmed up now, so I can put my foot down, and just to illustrate, that assurance that I get from a car such as a 911, I don't get it from any other car. The feeling of knowing that I can do this corner at about 60-70 miles an hour and not have to think that I might end up in a ditch. And I don't think there are many cars like this, and Porsches do that extremely well. The 911s, the Caymans, or the Boxsters. From a spec point of view, this is in the Meteor Grey Metallic with the 20-inch RS Spider alloys. Other software spec elements are the headlamp washers, which are standard, the LED daytime running lights. The top part of the windscreen is tinted. The side door mirrors are actually electrically adjustable and heated, and this has spasm as an optional. That doesn't normally come in from factory on a base 911 997 with a 3.6 litre engine, so you've got to actually pay a little bit extra for it. But the biggest thing that this 911 is the fact that it's a 6-speed manual. Not many people option to have the 6-speed manual because back then the PDK, the dual clutch gearbox, known in German as the Doppelkupplungsgetriebe, they were the sought-after gearbox. That's the gearbox everybody paid the premium money for. But as time has passed on, the purest of us want a manual 997. And you know what? Some people, unfortunately, are not sold by the 997 Gen 1 just because of the furore about the criticism or, you know, the negative things that they've attributed it to a 997. But you know what, they're still brilliant, fantastic cars. And as I said, there's a lot that I don't agree that people say about a Gen 1 997. But hey ho, let's just continue talking about this, and why not take it out for a proper drive and see what it's all about. And if we're then talking about raw performance figures, this does produce 345 brake horsepower, 390 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 60 is possible in 4.6 seconds. And in terms of a combined MPG, you will get anywhere from around 28 to 40 miles per gallon, depending on your style of driving. But who said that these cars are about MPG? But they are extremely economical. Above all, I mean, should you be one of those people that really care about the top end speed that it can achieve, this can comfortably do 180 miles per hour, and it hasn't got a limiter. Not like the C63, where it has a limiter at about 150 miles per hour. And yes, the performance figures on that Mercedes C63 comparison with the 997 that I did were absolutely bonkers, because that produced 450 brake horsepower, 600 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 60, the 0 to 62 was a tiny bit quicker at 4.5 seconds. And yeah, okay, it was a car that had more gadgets and more buttons and a bit more luxurious, but at the end of the day, it isn't a Porsche 911, and this is. From an interior spec point of view, this has heated seats as an optional. There's a passenger button there at the bottom, and as I said, the manual was something that came in as standard with them, and you had to pay an extra $2,000 if you wanted the PDK, the automatic dual clutch gearbox. Also, it's got the upgraded PCM system. The inside, as said earlier in the video, has been given, in some ways you can say, a facelift. It has the extended leather all the way from the front of the dash to the back, the Alcantara roof lining. And what I most love about the 911s is the fact that they are quite practical, in the sense that the 2 seats at the back can be utilized. And in terms of the maintenance record, this has a full Porsche main dealer service history. It's currently due a service, so we will service it before it's passed on to the new owner. And in terms of the number of owners, it's had 3 owners since new, and the last owner had it for approximately 8.5 years. So if you are looking for a 911 with sensible mileage, with low number of owners and an absolutely impeccable service history, this is that 911 for you. So give us a call. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if there are any things that we've missed out, or if there's anything you would like to cover us in the next video, please feel free to comment and let us know what we should do better. Thank you.